Hey, I'm Liv. Thank you for joining me today. Do you have a super smart dog like me? My dog is a Borgie, a Border Collie Corgi mix. So that's two smart dogs put together, and thus he needs some really smart toys too. It's taken me some trial and error to find the best ones, the ones that I like and that my dog likes the most, because really he's the ultimate judge. So I wanted to share those with you today. Also, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. Now let's get on with it. So I don't normally get my dog holiday presents or things like that. And I'll say I'm not always into the whole Christmas thing, but I hate being left out and I love presents. So we're doing this and we're trapped at home. It's very cold in Colorado where I am. I want to do presents. I'm decorating. Everyone's getting presents. Everyone. Me, my dog, my husband, and my mom. I have some ideas of presents that I'm going to get my dog. But for now, there have been some things that have been really, really helpful while I've been at home more. I personally have been working at home for the past 8 months. Whoa. And it took my smart dog, Muggle, a good chunk of time to get used to that. He can be very demanding of my attention. I'm trying to focus, get my work done, and he wants to be entertained. He's very excited that I'm here, so I've had to have some toys available for him to distract him throughout the day. And one toy that I found incredibly useful is the Kong Wobbler. I'm pretty sure I have the large of this toy, and it's so large that sometimes my dog has difficulty picking it up, but it's okay. It's meant to be bashed around the floor. He knocks it around, food goes flying everywhere, but it's super entertaining for him. And oftentimes this is how I give him breakfast. So I'm about to start my work day. I unscrew the Kong Wobbler, I scoop it into his food, screw it back up, deposit that on the ground, and that's how my dog gets his breakfast. I get to start work with no distractions. He's been out for a nice long walk, and he's gonna have a really fun, probably 30 minutes playing with his breakfast, playing with his food, but super great. And then sometime in the afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock, when he starts to get impatient and wants a little playtime and I'm getting extra busy at work, I'll go and give him lunch or a little snack and that sometimes too. It's so super adorable to watch him bat it around, and he can be really dexterous with it. Like sometimes he'll sit on the floor or lie on the floor and he has it in his paw, and he knows that if he goes whoop, 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 then the food will fall out on either side. So he'll go whoop, arp, and kind of eat the whole thing like that. But it definitely takes him a while. His food is quite small, so it comes out rather easily. If I really want to entertain him, I'll fill it with bigger treats, and that can be really helpful. But I tend to do it with his food so that I'm not giving him something extra, you know? On to treats very quickly. The treats that I like the most personally for this Kong and the next one that I'm gonna recommend are the Nutro Crunchy Natural Dog Biscuits. They have a bunch of different flavors and they smell good to me as a human, so I don't mind having them lying around on the floor and stuff, which I don't mind anyways. But I like the mixed berry, the apple, the banana, all smell really nice, and my dog seems to love them. Oh, I should add, I live in a townhouse that's 2 stories, and so Muggle has dropped this Kong from the top story to the bottom story numerous times, and it hasn't broken. He is smart enough, all those smart dogs, to know that if he just knocks it down the top stair, he can watch it crash all the way down the stairs, and then he just kind of toddles down the steps eating along the way. Very naughty. But it survived. The next device is another Kong. I mean, they're really good at this stuff. They really are. This is the Kong stuffable dog toy. I have the medium and the large. And really, I think the Muggle seems fine with either. The large is probably a little more suited for him. He's a 55-pound dog, by the way, but he's quite short. But I like having the variety of being able to fill it with different treat sizes. The cool thing about this toy is that it's a little squishy, so you can chew at it and try and get the treats out of it. So the Nutro Treats that I mentioned, I sometimes like to put them in the medium one, but they're very easy to get out. And that's when I turn to the Old Mother Hubbard treats. These specific ones say small, but they're not. They're definitely larger. And so sometimes I will stuff a couple of those in along with the Nutros into the medium Kong bowl. And then Muggle has to sort of like crunch at it. And sometimes he'll get an easy one. And then sometimes he'll have a big Old Mother Hubbard that's stuck in there that he has to sort of like crunch out. Now, this Kong is destroyable. He has destroyed one before, ripped the top open sort of thing, but it took a lot of work, a lot. He's definitely a destructive dog. He's not a chewer, but any toy that I've ever gotten him that people have said are resilient or tough toys, he has destroyed. So take that with a grain of salt. Another nice thing about this toy is that if it is dropped, it does not damage the floor. It's very bouncy. So the previous Kong, the Kong Wobbler, I just rename it. What's this one? Stuffable. Kong Stuffable. Ugh, mouthfuls. So the Kong Wobbler, when I hear it crashing down the stairs, I kind of cringe because it's heavy. It can be quite heavy for something being flung downstairs. Heavy and hard, you know? So this one, if you have floors that you care about, the Kong Stuffable is definitely a better choice. Also, I'm sure that the other one could hurt if it fell on someone or something or a child. So the Kong Stuffable is soft and hopefully won't damage your floors if that's a concern for you. The Kong Stuffable is available on Amazon. I'll put all links down below. There will be affiliate links just so you know, and any proceeds earned from the affiliate codes will probably be used to buy Muggle a present. I'm thinking maybe a bark box, Christmas box, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you have ideas down below. So the Kong is available in small size for $10.99, medium for $12.99, and large for $15.99. I would not necessarily see a problem with having a small and a large even. I think that could be quite nice. As a side note, the bark box that I got came with tiny, tiny little treats that would not fit in any of these. They would come up very easily. So this is not necessarily a toy, but it is a toy. It's just, I didn't realize that my dog needed a toy for this. It's a puzzle food bowl. My dog would drive me bonkers when I'd feed him because he would not just eat the food. He would nudge his bowl around until it bashed into things or until it fell off the fireplace, which is sort of where the bowl sits, and he would bash it around. Sometimes he would pick up one piece and then he would walk away from his food. It was really weird. Sometimes he insisted on having company, so he would bark until we came and like kind of stood with him while he ate or bashed him around a little bit like we were puppies. Really weird. I looked up a lot of stuff, tried to learn about the dog psychology, and what it ultimately seemed to be is that food bowls are too easy for some dogs. Like the food is just deposited. That's so boring. He loves to find his food. He loves to search for it, hunt for it, play with it. That's what all these toys are about. Is it's not just being treat oriented, it's that the food has to be an adventure, you know? So this puzzle bowl solved everything. Because I tried metal bowls, ceramic bowls, plastic bowls, nothing made a difference. Literally nothing. I got different size bowls, I raised the bowls up, I kind of like surrounded the bowl by little stones so that he couldn't move it. It didn't make a difference. He literally knocked weights over by nudging his bowl around. The puzzle bowl, it's $11.99 on Amazon. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I got the turquoise color in the large size. They even have some other more expensive wobbly looking bowl. Either way, this has been a game changer. Absolutely fantastic. Muggle can spend 20 minutes just happily wagging his tail, chasing one piece of food around the puzzle. And it's funny because like I can see that the bowl is getting empty and there's just a couple pieces. So sometimes I've gone and then grabbed some more food for him and filled it up and I'll sprinkle it around. But then he's done because it's like, nah, I was having a good time trying to catch that piece and then you went and made it too easy. So he loves this and he loves it being difficult dog. But maybe your dog is like that too. I don't know. If they are, please let me know down below because I feel like my dog is very eccentric. There's a bunch of other eccentric things about this dog that we won't even get into. Peanut butter filled bones. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is probably a given, but Muggle absolutely adores these. They last for ages. Like I've had this one bone for 3 years now and it still has peanut butter on the inside that he just can't get. But he spends a very long time trying to get it. And I don't know what kind of peanut butter concoction it is because it's not like gooey peanut butter that comes out. It's hard peanut butter. So he has a difficult time getting it out. He loves these things. I got a pack of 2 large ones 3 years ago and I still have one of them. The other one I think just got lost somewhere in the house. Like maybe it's in the basement. I reuse them occasionally. Sometimes he'll just grab them and chew at them. I don't know if that's good for your dog to chew at them, but he hasn't like chewed through the bone. He's sort of like nibbled at it, crunched at it. If you know, let me know down below. But it's very easy to reuse. I just grab a utensil, jam some peanut butter back in there, pop it in the freezer so that it's not gooping everywhere, and then give it to my dog and make him happy. good as new. You ready? Ah, sit. No. Sit. Nope. Sit. 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 So well trained. Sit. Good boy. Oh, that's lying down, but all right. Come. There you go. Bye. The only thing that I found with this is that he can get upset when the peanut butter is gone and he gets demanding. I don't know. Is your pet demanding too? Because Muggle does this. Like when his treat is finished, he has a little temper tantrum that he wants more. And I have to tell him, no, that's not okay. I'm not your slave. And he says, yes, you are. Who do you think you are? And then the whole thing happens. And yeah, it's not good. But it's very entertaining and he seems to enjoy himself. So I think these are great. The large is large. It's 6 inches long and that's large for him, appropriate. I definitely wouldn't go smaller because I feel like that could be a hazard perhaps, but this, he can't fit it all the way in his mouth, you know? I do notice that it's much more pleasant to have this now that I have laminate wood flooring and I don't have carpets. Depending on what you fill it with, it can get a little sloppy on the carpet and he's licking on this bone and getting that on the carpet. So if you are someone who has nice light colored carpets, that might be a concern. It is also quite a heavy thing that Muggle loves to drop. So I do have a concern about that sometimes on the floors, but he seems to enjoy it so much. He doesn't drop it too often. But there's that. I used to get him rawhide and I heard that that wasn't great for him. I used to get him those sort of artificial bones that you could eat the whole thing, that he could eat the whole thing. And I've just found this to be much better. It's so nice that it's reusable and it's lasted 3 years. Okay, finally, I know this is only a couple things, but my dog doesn't need that much stuff. There's one thing that is free. Well, it's free if you had a soda bottle, preferably one of the little ones. What is that? Normal size soda bottle, not like a liter bottle. So if you have a soda bottle that you finished, I find that if I stick treats in that soda bottle, my dog will be entertained for hours and he loves it. For one, he just loves to grab soda bottles and try and bite the cap. He loves that. But if you leave the cap off, fill it up with a couple treats that are appropriately sized. Maybe those bark box treats would be perfect, or the Nutro ones. So fill it up with a couple of those and let him try spin it around. He'll knock the bottle around, he'll try chew it, but like he's not gonna pick it up and tilt it out, you know, and drop the treats out. So hopefully I have video of this, or I can find a bottle maybe. Hopefully I have video. It seems very entertaining for him. He has a great time with it. He's not gonna pour the treats out, like he pours it. He bats it around just like a Kong. So if you have a bottle that you finished with and you wanna get some extra use out of it and give it to your dog, that's a super fun way to do it. And if you don't wanna splurge on a Kong or wanna be a little more environmentally conscious and maybe even make your own toy, you could do that. I don't know if it's safe for dogs to chew on bottles. I don't. So if you know, let me know down below. Anyways, that is my list of puzzle, toys, items, interactive toys and treats basically for smart dogs to hopefully entertain them, give them a little fun. Maybe this will be presents that you give to your pet. If you do end up getting any of these for your pet, I would love to hear how they receive them because that's just so fun. I love giving my puppy toys and seeing him have a good time. If you found this video fun, helpful, interesting, informative, or anything like that, I do hope you hit subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up, even leave a comment and let me know what you think, and maybe I'll make something else like this. Wherever you are, I hope you, your family, and your pets are having the best day that you possibly can. Be kind to the people around you, and thanks for hanging out.